Hello, and welcome back to Flood Warning. We have a room here, final room in Dam Slam. And we'll see where things go from here. This has the feel of a final room with a hold. In fact, this looks like some sort of weird scripted thing. I'm assuming we have builders. Otherwise, I don't know. But we also have this issue with the tar, where if the tar... Well, actually, the tar can't grow across here. But if it hits that, that's kind of what I thought. In fact, that's the only way we can do that. Which, can we just do that? Well, let's step into it and see what happens.
Okay. That's one big breach.
The biggest.
What do you expect me to do here?
We have all the resources to finish this, but we could do with a bit of direction. Our entire division is standing by at your disposal. Help us close this gap, and we will have beaten the floods.
Okay, Chaco. So what are we doing here? We've been given some vague directions, and then we have soldier horns to do stuff with?
Quartermaster is reporting for duty. We'll keep on supplying you with mirrors until our stocks run dry.
Okay. Are those scripted soldiers then? And we just have endless horns, I guess? This is very silly. Okay, well, what happens if I go here and do this? Okay, more or less what I expected. So... now that we understand the format of the room, sort of, let's look at some things. I'm guessing what these are is that when a mirror is on here, this door is closed and they don't try to get another mirror into position. So we have 32 mirrors. Oh boy. What is the length from here to here? 4 to 33. Well, it depends if the mirrors restock,
Okay.
I suppose. I'm just assuming I have infinite soldiers, and they're not gonna... So, what am I doing with these mirrors? Like, I'm not getting the water skippers, that's for sure. I guess these exist to let me dig into the... Ooh. Dig into the water skippers if they get too big. Okay, I should be able to push that there now. What I was trying to do... Ah, okay. Just looking at this, it's like, I'm assuming I have to get tar to here. Yep. They're supplying me with mirrors. How exciting. Well, this is just a silly combat room, I guess. Right, so if I want to grow here, I obviously don't have enough mirrors to go 2 across all the way, but if I do 2 like that, and then just 1 here, be... tar. Good job, guys. You did it. Technically, that'll make progress. There we go. It's a lot of soldier death, I have to say. Oops, this should be pretty easy though, what I'm trying to do, because I just do that, and they'll grow. What? No more voice lines? Also, you guys are doing a great job over there. Okay, well, I can just start getting these mirrors into position. I mean, I appreciate this. This is amusing, if nothing else. I also could have counted the, Also, because my sword's facing this way, they're not stabbing each other on room entry, which is good. I could have counted the number of mirrors. See if I have enough for all this. But I think this is just a process. And I don't even have to worry about the water skippers or the tar currently, so I can kind of just do all this without too much issue. I wonder if I build enough of a wall, if I could block it off and get multiple groups of soldiers at once. Okay, you're in the way. And he's gone. I guess our supply of mirrors has run out. At least on that side. Now I might want to be careful here and think about this. I can push it without ever being in the same column, so I'm not worried about not being able to push these mirrors. It might be a little bit inconvenient, but it'll be okay. It'll be doable, is what I'm trying to say. Once I kill these water skippers. Maybe we'll get started on that. That's a lot of water skippers. This is an absurd number of water skippers, in fact. I might actually... Oh no, I have a safe corner here. Thinking I might have to actually use the soldiers for something. I think the soldiers are just there for flavor, mostly. There we go. Okay, so having a really long wall of mirrors, maybe not the most convenient idea. Well, I guess I don't have to clear them out each time. I just have to run enough that they move. And then I can do this. Thing is, it's longer and longer each time. Okay, in hindsight, I don't really like having a large wall of mirrors. Well, to make this part faster, one thing I could do is when I'm rushing for the mirrors, I could get some of the stalwarts to help, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Go Team Blue! Oh. Well, that was helpful. That's right, because they can fight in the shallow water. Man, this would be a room when it comes to optimization. You could make a choice to optimize this room. Wonder if there are high scores. I assume there are. It's I think there might be an exception for being a weird scripted room, but I assume, because even the, well, the Second Sky stuff came later, but the weird endgame Second Sky levels were still high scoreable. Okay, well, the first one just dies, inevitably. Oh, come on, guys. I'm disappointed. Is this the best Kano has to offer? Definitely the longest room in the hold in terms of move count. Although my strategy here was not the best, I will admit. Hey. Killed a bunch of stuff and ran out of mirrors. Okay, time to get more mirrors. I do like having the one mirror blocking blocking the tar growth, so we don't have to worry about tar spawns. Oops, let's do it this way. Ultimately, I think that's a lot faster than getting stalwarts involved.
Justice shall overcome!
Well. Death by hot tile. Ooh. I mean, don't have a whole lot to say about this process. I guess I could count the number of mirrors. How many do I have left? I have 5 left. Oh no. Hold on. I need 6. I have 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, good. I didn't see the one on the pressure plate. Well, that's awkward. That soldier in there is being efficient with the mirror dispensing. Unlike these builders who are just being silly. Okay, I think we get these mirrors, maybe not all the way down, because I want to be able to get to the skippers. But we will get these mirrors close. Okay. I mean, this probably isn't the highest number of water skippers I've killed in one room. Okay, I don't even have to go over anymore. Do I care about these skippers anymore? I don't think it actually matters. Oh, let's not do that. Actually, that's a problem. I don't want them dying on the track. They're doing alright. They're about to stop doing alright.
The breach is dammed. The ancillary floods are over.
Twisuary Dawn. With the final hole plugged, the stalwarts could begin the gargantuan task of reconstruction that awaited them. It would be weeks before the outpost was back in pristine condition. It was not the spring cleaning they had expected to face this early in the year. Bithros stayed the next couple of days, getting rid of the last few errant roaches and skippers, but soon enough the job was complete and it was time to leave.
So, will you be hiring a certified architect this time?
We have considered it, but I think we shall continue to rely on Twain know-how.
If you say so. By the way, have you heard anything from Petri?
No, but we're not concerned. Petri is a fine stalwart. No doubt he will return before long and regale us with tales of his daring do.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Now, are you certain you do not require a chartered vessel to Dugandy?
Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll enjoy dry ground a bit.
Very well, my friend. Safe travels, and stay dry.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go, feet.
Alright. So it's a relatively short hold, but it was a pretty good time all the way through. How'd I do on the secrets? I got all of them. Okay, so there was no secret room in that one level. I guess I'm just done. I kind of assumed there'd be some more secrets to do that I missed, but that was Flood Warning. A few days later, Bithro was safely home again. It had been an educational experience for all involved. For instance, Bithro soon resolved to pack some rain gear for his next job. The Twinnan seemed happy with the work Bithro had done. In fact, it took at least 5 months before they found themselves in trouble once more. Something about a briar infestation. Life in Melanfral continued as normal until they got invaded again in early Trisuary. As normal. As for Petri, well, we'll never know. Yep, so no post-mastery, all secrets gotten. So obviously Onsuary Showers and Trisuary Dawn are just cutscene levels. And Rising Damp was, I guess, sort of a tutorial of how shallow water works, which, again, I find a bit curious. I am... You know, if anybody does know, was this intended to be played by people who'd never played Gunthro? I know it came out with Gunthro, but was the assumption that veterans just wouldn't bother with the Gunthro since it was targeting new players? I am curious about that. Water damage. This level honestly just kind of felt like a random collection of puzzles. It was an okay level, but this is just, no, I have to build rooms around shallow water, and I guess I have some ideas for it. I do think this might be the hardest room in the hold. This was a very hard room. It is a secret, though, so I suppose it doesn't stop people from completing the game. Ground support was honestly a pretty easy level. I guess it was more for flavor, just playing as a stalwart and getting some... Oh, I feel dumb now. Here's where the secret could be. Yeah, it goes here. Okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah, ground support, you're just playing with a stalwart, and also it uses soldier horns, which... I mean, I guess this room was a little bit involved as far as... Oh, I guess you can't really see the room because of all these checkpoints. But, yeah, this room was a little bit of an exploration of some of the more detailed aspects of the soldier horn. But it was, you know, knowing soldier horns as I do, this room was pretty easy. And then Dam Slam, which is just, yeah, a couple more rooms. You got, you know, one flavor room here with apparently somebody leaving in a mirror maze despite other people's suggestions that maybe this room not be included. I don't know what that was about, but I'm assuming that the despite comment had something to do with that. And Yeah, aside from that, like this level honestly wasn't very memorable. Just trying to look at all these rooms here. This was obviously just a passage room to get to the final. I mean, I guess they had a couple of rooms that were really demonstrating the difference between invisibility potions and shallow water stealth with regards to Omplic beams, so that was kind of interesting, I guess. Arguably this one as well. Took advantage of that a little bit. Seep's always fun. Well, I say always fun. This room is just kind of weird. I like seeing Seep, because I don't see it very often. This was potentially difficult, but I had already played a room very, very similar to this in the past. Like literally the same linchpin. Use a serpent body to block squad horn summons. Was it even squad horns? Might have been soldier horns. I think it was squad horns. So I already kind of knew the trick on that one. This one with the challenge was kind of interesting, I guess, but also not that difficult. It was just a matter of figuring out where you could do it. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, this was a very good hold. But for me, I think ground support was probably the most memorable individual level, just because of the dialogue. And then this room, or possibly this one, as I said before, when I got here, this particular room, I tried playing Flood Warning for the first time sometime in the King Dugan's Dungeon Journey to Rooted Hold stage, because I started with Flood Warning. No, Flood Warning. I started with Gunthro and the Epic Blunder, and then I went on to King Dugan's Dungeon and then Journey to Rooted Hold, and I just played through all the holds in sort of canon story order. So City Beneath, Second Sky, in that order. And then I started playing custom levels after I was done the Second Sky. But early on, so sometime in DROD 1 or 2, I decided I was going to look at some of the custom holds, and I picked this one because it came bundled with Gunthro, and I thought, oh, this is probably going to be an easy hold to start with because it came with Gunthro. And I got to this room having never seen gel before in my life. Well, I mean, I guess I'd seen it here. And I had no idea what was going on. So this is probably going to always be the most memorable room in the hold for me, just for that reason. Yeah, and then the challenge, as I said, I think was the hardest. Or the secret variant was the hardest room in the hold. So yeah, I mean, this was, yeah, it's a good hold. I'm glad I played it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was kind of expecting something more from it. I don't really know how to put my thoughts into words here. It's just, I feel like I shouldn't be done yet. I guess it is relatively short. As far as Smitemaster's selections go, I've played the Choice, I've played Smite Mastery 101, and I've played Perfection. Of those, the Choice and Smite Mastery 101 are both kind of just meh holds, in my opinion. I mean, they do some interesting things, I guess, but I wasn't a huge fan of either of them. Perfection, though, was, I guess, sort of more what I was expecting. And maybe part of the issue I was having with this was I was expecting it to be more difficult than it was. This, in the end, you know, for someone fresh out of Gunthro, it's a very hard hold. But for someone who's put several thousand hours into DROD at this point, this is not a hard hold. So I guess I was just expecting it to work me a little bit harder, having more rooms that were like this in terms of difficulty, maybe. I don't know. I guess now I have to find another hold to play or something. Maybe another game? I don't really have any other games that I want to start at this moment, so I'll probably just pick another hold and keep going with it. So I will see you then.